things that differentiate this unit over many on the market, one of the best features here is the direct drive system. So we've eliminated the need for belts, and this is a direct drive off the powertrain through the clutch here and right into the blower or the pump. You're not needing to move an entire engine here to tighten a belt. You're not throwing off and losing belts often. Misaligned belts, eliminated all that, and you're preserving the life of your clutch. The other advantage, we'll walk around to it, but you've got your center here for your hydraulics. Again, hydraulic motors driving both the airlock and the boom system, okay? And we'll go into that. This is your suction. You're pulling grain into here, and this is where a lot of the magic happens, and that you're separating your grain here down. Air is coming off the top. It falls into an airlock. There's paddles in here, and as those are rotating at a small or at a low RPMs, these are rotating at about a 40 RPMs or 40 RPMs. It's beveled, and so it's coming into that at an angle, which really eliminates a lot of plugging issues. When it does plug, you're able to hydraulically, if it would, hydraulic reverse that, so no need for pipe wrenches there. Everything is adjustable, whether it's dropping a few as we run a lot of bushels through here and we've got wear, we're able to take shims out and adjust these end plates and get within tolerances. And then we're also able to adjust the tips that we'll show you a closer up, that you're able to adjust those to get those back in tolerances also. Coming through here, you've got your air, okay, coming through a muffler system fed by the same pump that then picks up that grain here at the bottom of the airlock, okay, picks it up here, and this is where it's starting then to push it. And what happens here then is you can just, this cam lock here, with no tools required, you can actually loosen this up here, this band, and drop this cam lock. You'll drop this lower 90, and then you can go right out of, rather than into a truck, we're going directly into a pit. The other purpose, you could ask what all this is up here, and that's your clean air return system. Grain separation over here happening, clean air coming off the top, dust falling to the bottom. And then this is where you would open this without having to deal with a whole bunch of socks or anything and other filters. Here's where your separation happens, and you'll get dust accumulating here where you would pull your rake out. So you're getting in here and just pulling this out. This screen here is basically, you're gonna wanna it's a sight glass. You're watching this, the idea would be you're pulling clean air off the top of that DI filter as you're pulling off dust. And this is your sight glass for observing that to help preserve this pump. Relief valves on this unit also, we've got one here, we've got one lower, and that's where it's going to help you with adjusting and making sure we're maximizing this unit. So we're running our air doors, and we can close those up and get full capacity. When you hear these start chirping, then you know you're there, and we can just slightly back off of those air doors, and then we can pull these things. Another big advantage I didn't show you on the other side, but dual inlets. So you could hook up over here directly to the bin or wherever your grain source is, and you've got the same setup on the other side, so dual inlets. The grain is falling here into the airlock, and then from there it's being pushed. So obviously, a lot of grain movement in here. This is, we line these with a material, a poly material, extended life. It's really durable, and you can see these bolt holes here. That's how it mounts on the inside. So Here's a chunk of it attached to the outside of this door, but it'd be this poly piece here that lines this entire. In fact, there's a double layer in the most highly wear area throughout this main cyclone where you have the separation of the grain from the air. So we've got the cyclone here, the main cyclone. This would be the truck cyclone. And again, it is lined also. A lot of separation here, again, of air with grain. Grain falling into the truck and obviously separating air, and you've got dust and everything coming out of the top here. So what differentiates a custom-built pneumatics grain vac from others on the market is just built for the long haul. Simple to operate, simple to use, simple to maintain, really durable, commercial grade, built for years. We're very experienced with these. It's really exciting times to also be manufacturing them in Iowa.